Hello, and welcome to another update video about Aave. Aave, one of the more interesting coins at the moment, one of the more interesting charts, because here we have a realistic chance that a 5-wave move up has been completed, something that, for example, Solana was not able to do. We have 5 waves up in the white wave count. The yellow count, which is just an alternative, suggests only 3 waves up, and I've got it that way because this wave 4 in the white count is a little short. It's a little shallow. It's not that healthy, and because it is only roughly half the length of what the wave 2 is time-wise, I am not so happy with the white wave count. It's just a little, it doesn't make it invalid, it's just a little flaw there, and therefore I introduced the yellow wave count as an alternative, in which, however, also the price has a chance to make at least one more high. So, however, primary scenario would be the white wave count, in which the price is now coming down in this wave 2 correction after 5 waves up formed a wave 1. The price then came down in an A wave, bounced where it needed to at the 38.2 retracement level, moved up in a high B wave, which is really good to see, and came down in a C wave. So the C wave is probably still ongoing. We're going to take a look at this here in a minute. Important to understand that it's actually good that we had a high B wave, because if we have a high B wave, the C wave at least has some space. Something that I have some concerns about when we take a look at the veracity chart. But yeah, I mean, this B wave was high, which is normally quite bullish, because the B wave within a correction was able to produce a new price extreme. That typically tells us that the bulls are there. Okay, they are willing to push it higher, and the move down looks corrective so far. And there's no reason to see this bearish at the moment. I mean, obviously we need to be on the side of caution here still. This is the first attempt of an uptrend, or the first attempt to start an uptrend, right? Since we've come down for various weeks and so on, it's or actually much longer. I mean, overall, this correction, to be fair, started in August last year. Okay, so this is another attempt. This is another attempt that we're watching here. So, yeah, and anyway, 5 waves up, yeah, potentially 3 waves down. And now it's going to get interesting, because the question is now, where are we here in the white wave count? I highlighted to you that possibly wave 4 was complete and we made a wave 5 down. So you could argue that maybe this C wave is complete, but the move up doesn't look impulsive yet. So I still think this is either wave 4. No, this is already wave 5 in an ABC structure, but the B came too high. So I have to assume that the wave 4 might still be in the making. I have a hard time to believe that the overall all of wave 2 is already complete. I don't think so. This move just doesn't look impulsive enough, and it looks actually like a 3-wave move. Could do something similar to Bitcoin, which is also in a wave 4. We'll see how this all turns out. Either way, we need to understand what is resistance, okay? What is resistance, and what is the level that, if Aave breaks it, would indicate some more bullishness. And I want to introduce here the area between the 50% and the 61.8 retracement. I want to introduce the 61.8 for a wave 4, because I think we could be in a diagonal to the downside here, the C wave, and therefore we need to give that 4th wave a little bit of space. So what I'm highlighting is that a break above $66.60 could be a first indication, really, that a lasting low has been established here, that we're already moving higher. We have enough waves to the downside complete. The C wave ended below the A wave. That's what we want, but the all of wave 2 isn't really deep enough. It hasn't come down low enough. Well, low enough, yes, but what I normally like to see is that the wave 2 reaches at least the 50% Fibonacci retracement. So there is a little bit more space that Aave can use if it needs to. So primary scenario would be that one more low is still to come in a wave 5. For me, is that the area between $60 and $57.60 is still a key target. Below that level, we have $54 as support, but below 54, I've got nothing bullish. Okay, that's hopefully very clear. It is quite interesting that whatever it's doing here looks a bit like a potential head and shoulders that could be unfolding. Yeah, we've got it. But let's see. I mean, it's not really head and shoulders due to this, right? Whatever happened here. A split head. No, anyway. This, yeah, it's one of the better setups, I think. Still not, you know, I wouldn't call it a premium quality setup, but it is one of the few long trade setups that we have, that we are actually able to identify in crypto. Most altcoins are not really giving us that 5-wave pattern to the upside yet. Aave did it, and now we are looking at a 3-wave pullback here, potentially. So that's my update about Aave. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.